Hello, this is Katie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. This is kind of a different video. About, oh gosh, probably 2 years ago now. I want to say it's been 2. I got rid of my longer desk that I've had since like 2008, not even that. 2005, 6, maybe, oh yeah, 2006, I'll say. It was a Jonas desk from IKEA. And I had it since 2006. And then I was like, I need to downsize. Like, I'm just kind of crammed in this corner. It's just the dining room corner of a 1-bedroom condo. That's where that ends. The hutch came with this place, but it's actually very helpful. And then I've got this corner before we hit the back door. So it was long. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was trying to save space, and I was trying to like make room for this stuff here that I convinced myself I needed. I don't know. But like this went on the desk prior to that. Those would sit on the desk because it also came out further. And so on this one, they sat up on there, but they'll be able to just be pushed up against the wall like they used to be. And so I had gotten this desk. Hang on one sec. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, I was like, so since then I've just not crafted very much. I crafted a little bit, and then it just kind of went away. By the time I've got these two things up on either side of me, holding up my yardsticks that hold up my phone to film, there's not a whole lot of space for working, and I just felt very cramped, and it took me a while to realize that was why I was not coming over here to craft. So I figured they didn't make that desk anymore, but I was like, they've got to make something similar, right? So now it's just called the Malm, M-A-L-M, with their strange names for things. And it's a little bit different. They've made it a little, more modern, but basically it's the same desk. And so I've ordered that, and it comes in a couple days. So I'm just kind of prepping this one. I need to clear it out. I'm going to try and get rid of it tomorrow, which is a couple days before the desk even comes. I'm not going to need to craft until then, so it's fine. But anyway, so I'm very excited. I got white this time. I'm hoping the texture on top is more like wood. This is more like, I'm not even sure how to describe it, but like, that's the sound it makes. Like, I don't think it's really wood. I'm not sure how to describe it. But I did have something down because I didn't like the texture for crafting. So I'm hoping that the new one is still like the good solid wood. The other desk was very heavy. I don't know if they've made it lighter or anything like that, but it's the surface area that I need. So it's going to come out a lot further, but it's going to be able to house my carousel there. Those will be back. So I'll probably have like the full desk space that this actually has without this on it for actual crafting on this new one. So I've just put things in in bags. I emptied this drawer where I keep all my inks. This one will have basically the same setup. It's not going to have this, which I don't need. I have open watercolors that I never put away. The new one, if you want to look up the IKEA Malm desk, I can link it down below as well. It may or may not be in stock, so don't kill me if you want it. But it's got this over and then down. Does not have the keyboard drawer. It's got a drawer and then a cabinet that opens. That I don't know if it has a shelf in there, but either way, it's got that big space. And I used to keep the same stuff in that desk. So the setup and what I was keeping there, all my inks and my Post-its and stuff like that, postage stamps in there, is not going to change. All my dies were down below, and I think it's even deeper, so that's going to help a lot too with some storage. I'm just going to have to figure out like this stuff here, but I'm not worried about it. I can make it work. I just want my space back. So this is the before, and my next part will be showing you the new desk setup, empty, blank, and then I'm going to try and show you some of the process of, putting it all back together organization-wise. So hopefully this video is not too shaky and you can hear me. And yeah, so you will see it right after this. For me, it'll be a few days from now. Okay, so this is my new desk, which is the same size as my old one. A lot more surface area. I'm going to want to protect this somehow. I'm not sure how quite yet, because I also don't want to just pile on layers like I did. My desk was super old last time. But this is a bit nicer, so I might use contact paper. I haven't decided. But there's so much more space, like distance from the edge to my markers. I've got my markers there. This was my old setup, so I want to be able to like watch YouTube videos while I craft or whatever I need to do, but just to have that there helps. And then these two will still be my yardstick holders for making videos, but I'm gonna have a lot more space. And then having this on the desk is gonna help a lot too. I need to, this is a bit cluttered back here, but there's a drawer which is going to have less space than my last one, where I had all my inks and stuff, but I think I can make it work. And by my last one, I mean like the previous white desk right before this. But that should be fine. And then this is a whole cabinet. There's a shelf in the middle, so it's divided into two. That part that's already screwed in, the screws into a non-threaded hole right now. They're sending me a new one of those so that I can put that on. But luckily that doesn't stop me from like using the desktop if I want to. So I got that. I still have the baker's rack here, and I think I'll still keep my carts. I have 4 crafting carts. I think I'll keep them there, and then if we need to like go outside, we usually only do that to grill, I can tuck them in here because I won't be using this area at that time. So those are going to be fine there. This should be okay. I might go through and try and figure out a better spot for what's in there. It's not super packed, so I think I could find another spot for those. I put everything off of my old desk in this bin, and so I'm going to have to go through that and figure out what's going to go back or what's going in that cabinet. That is one of them. Those are all my embossing folders and all my extra dies, the dies that aren't like up here. So I'll be working on that a little bit, and then I will show you an update, and then maybe my final update will be once I actually get that part and I can fix that door. Yeah. So that's it for right now. Just happy to have the space, and then I need to start crafting. My setup when I'm crafting at the moment, I have my baker's rack here pulled out so that I've got access to cardstock and other things that I keep in there. So I'm going to be doing some more moving around. I'll need to go through some more boxes and bins, and it is a little crowded in here right now, but I am up and running. I have a bin that kind of has everything that I took off of the desk or out of the desk that I need to go through. And then the only last part is getting that hinge. And so more stuff is going to be able to go in those 2 shelves. I've got my drawer set up. So I've got my inks and my Post-its. And then I've got like greeting cards that aren't handmade and my postage packet. And then like my most common ink. So that's pretty much it for the setup. The only other thing I need to kind of work on is lighting. I had a bigger lamp. It was kind of bulky anyway, but it stopped working, so I got rid of it. So now I've got a third lamp very similar to those 2, like another clip-on lamp. But I want to make sure that I've got enough lighting for videos and things like that. I don't want it to be dim. So if you have any good lamp suggestions that either clip on well or don't take up too much surface area on the desk, like this one is just like a little rectangle, that's good too. I could just get another one of those. But I need something fairly bright that's going to come in from like the outside, so that when I don't have to put it over, because then I get a lot of glare on like my stamp packets and stuff like that. And anything else I'm using that has a shiny surface ends up reflecting the light very weird. So that is that. My 4 carts to still sit here. If we're going to open the door and go outside, which we really don't do that often, to be honest with you. But we do when we grill, because the grill is out there. So if I'm grilling, I'm usually not, I mean, if he's grilling, I'm not crafting usually. So I will tuck all of those into this area here. And if I'm not crafting, this is likely pushed back. So that is going to be staying. Obviously, this holds a lot of stuff for me. And then that bin is currently holding, I've gone through it already, currently holding a lot of useful things. That one is a D-stash box I cannot get rid of to save my life. And those are like pre-made cards storage. I might have to figure out a better way, because those are just kind of bulky and in the way. And I don't really pre-make that many cards, not as many as I should have on hand. So it's kind of a bulky storage for what it is. So that's kind of it. I am excited to have my space back. I'm already coloring. I've already made a couple cards. The setup works for me. I'm very happy to have my desk space back. I would love to hear what kind of videos you'd like to see. I've heard a lot. I made a post on Instagram about, why I hadn't been posting in a very long time. And it was just because I hadn't been crafting. Other things came up. And a lot of people were more interested in trying to shop your stash, use what you have, not, try and keep up with all of the new items and purchases and stuff like that. We love supporting the small businesses, but we can't, all of us, always do it. There are plenty of customers out there who have the money to do so. Not all of us can afford to do that. So I've heard kind of shop your stash videos, which I've tried in the past. I'm just, that was kind of before I fell off the wagon a little bit. So I'll try and do more of those. And then one other thing I thought was like maybe affordable versions of things that I love that I got on Amazon, just to make it easy. I know some people love and don't love shopping on Amazon, but if you want like a favorite items, crafty items I've gotten from Amazon that I use, that are kind of like, some of them would be like off-brand, not name brand, so they're more affordable, things like that. Let me know if you want that video, and I will try to compile that list. I can go through all my past orders and see what I've gotten there and make sure it's all still available to purchase. Yeah, but other than that, just a quick little refresh. I know it's not a super tidy organization. I haven't gone through everything. I haven't made this look super neat. I do still have a lot to go through, but this is me coming back. Hopefully I'll be making a lot more videos, and I just wanted to let you see my new setup. And yeah, I haven't decided if, I think I like it here, but basically like you're rearranging your room when you're 13 years old, I might want to go back against the wall, like turn it that way, but I would have to move that, and that was kind of a bitch to put up. So that would be in the way. I would have to move that to this wall and probably take down some art. But for now, this is where we will sit. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too wobbly. And let me know what you think down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.